Yo. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know what the fuck happened with that last video. But apparently I somehow the microphone got muted or some shit. I don't know exactly what happened. But I'm going back to check and see if I can.
Without onions, please.
Huh. I don't fucking know. It was working for a while there. Oh, it's literally like my mic just fucking died in the middle of it or something. Let me try to grab my headphones real quick, and then bullshit. Let's try this again. All right. Is this any better? Can you guys hear me? See two people viewing. Can you hear me okay? Or is this thing just turning into a flaming pile of shit? Come on, two viewers, you gotta let me know. Is my shit fucked up or nah? Come on. Somebody tell me. Can hear me? Alright, it didn't sound all fucking retarded and shitty. Or is it all crackly like the last time? Dope. So, I tried to do this a few minutes ago, and apparently my fucking microphone cut out. I will, I have to put a link in for this article because I don't feel like fucking reading it again. But bassist is some chick. I would call her, a fucking juggalette or whatever the fuck. Because she still apparently claims to be one. But in Texas, she went to some fucking concert. Let's see. I can scan real quick. October 2015 in Dallas. She's now suing ICP because she knew that they were going to spray faygo, so she tried to stay away from the stage. Then when they started shooting the confetti, she moved closer to try to get some of the confetti and apparently got hit in the eye with a full, knowing, ICP never fucking throws a 2-liter off stage with the lid on, so I mean, it definitely wasn't full. And they talk about it like rocketing and shit. So I'm like, yeah, it wasn't a full bottle. I mean, you took a bottle to the face, which anybody that's been up front has fucking done multiple times. And apparently she's suing them, but is still be a fan. And I don't even get it. So if anybody knows a D Darling from fucking Dallas, Texas, tell that bitch she's a dumb fucking cunt and she needs to cut her fucking face off. I don't get it. Like, I understand, like, if you take a fucking injury at a concert, like, that's shitty. Injury at a fucking ICP concert, then that's kind of what fucking happens, I had read through this whole thing that apparently it like cut her eye and also detached her retina. Like, for real, like why would Why would you go to a show knowing that they're going to throw faygo? And even though you tried to stay away from it in what supposedly this says is a small venue, uh, why why would you fucking sue? Like, I mean, I get it. You know, like the chick that had to that what year was that gathering? Project Dead Man was playing, and crowd surfing, and they dropped her. And tech signed for the ambulance, but it was Project Dead Man who was on fucking stage. Um, and tried to sue him for 100,000 or whatever the fuck the exact amount was. She's also, it says that she's seeking unspecified damages from the Insane Clown Posse and their label Psychopathic Records, as well as Texas Entertainment Services. What? You're still a fan? Like, sorry, but you know, if fucking I was so butthurt that I got fucking blasted in the face with a faygo that I you know, decided to fucking sue ICP, I'd probably just stop being a fan, you know? Like, I mean, if I was gonna sue, I would stop being a fan. I wouldn't be like, hey, I love you guys, but I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give me some money for fucking up my eye because I'm a sissy bitch who, you know, obviously was trying to hide from that shit like a fucking punk, and you know, then wants to sue. I I don't even fucking. It doesn't even make any sense. Asshole for thinking that, or like you do that. I mean, and you went, so you put yourself in what would technically be considered, you know, harm's way. Isn't that like gross negligence? As she says that them throwing the Faygo bottle was gross negligence. Isn't it kind of gross negligence to put yourself in a position of, you know, self harm, or not self harm, but in the way of harm, or in harm's way, if you will? Um, the soda was hard to escape. I've seen ICP in a place that used to be a skating rink. And not like, you know, not like one of those tiny little ones. Not one of those tiny little ones, like a for real big ass fucking skating rink. And right. Uh, and I was fairly close, and we were watching the Faygo bottles fly and fucking almost bounce off the back wall, like, you know, 10 feet short of this huge ass fucking skating rink. Uh, there's, unless it's a fucking like stadium venue, you're not escaping that shit. Especially when Shaggy gets those fucking high flyers. It's like trying to sue a baseball team for getting hit with a foul ball. Stupid bitch. Totally fucking agreed. Like, what the fuck? And all of this happened because she tried to stay off to the side while they were throwing the Faygo, and then they started shooting confetti, and she wanted to catch some confetti. Like, bitch, if you're not fucking with the Faygo, don't fuck with the confetti. Like, like I'm literally just fucking flabbergasted that something like this would even happen. Like, how could you say, hey, I'm a fan of you, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna sue you for you know, gross negligence of fucking throwing Faygo. Like, I mean, I've seen people at like hockey games take fucking pucks straight to the face. You know, it whizzing over that glass and shit. And, you know, them never hearing nothing about them trying to sue anybody. To to say you're a fan, and then, oh fuck, what the fuck? To say you're a fan and then sue, like, that's some bullshit. Get the fuck down. This fucking cat. See this bullshit? This motherfucker. Hey! Hey, you son of a bitch! Quit being a son of a bitch. Yeah, that's right. Here's another part that I thought was kind of funny. Darling was severely injured, and Southside Ballroom staff needed to take her out of the venue in a wheelchair, her suit alleges. The parking lot was packed with Juggalos' cars, blocking the entrance and making it difficult for an ambulance to take Darling to the emergency room, she claims in her suit. A friend drove her to the hospital where she underwent medical treatment for weeks. The treatment includes sealing her wounds with surgical glue. The suit alleges. It was later revealed that the plaintiff suffered a degree of retinal detachment. So hopefully dumb bitch blind, and hopefully she fucking loses that court case and just looks like a dumb fucking cunt like she is. I had a buddy who actually had gotten stabbed in the forehead with a Bic pen during a fight, and it fucking ripped his forehead open probably like an inch and a half. And they took him, another friend took him to the emergency room, and literally all they did was fucking super glued his forehead shut. Like, I don't like calling girls cunts. I get the idea with it for, like Australia people and shit like that. I'm totally down with it. But this fucking lady is a cunt. It didn't say her age or anything, or else, I'd do my fucking normal snooping and try to figure out who D. Darling. So I'm assuming a D name. Like a Diane, Debbie, Daria. But I don't even fucking know, honestly. Fucking Black and Red Ted over here sending me shit about fucking Friday the 13th game. What is this? D. Darling, as she's referenced in her lawsuit, remains fond of the face-painted horrorcore hip-hop group. Like, okay, so all the time, like me and my wife will be outside smoking a cigarette or whatnot, and I'm always fucking, looking up at the stars. The street that we live on has very little street lights, so you can actually see the stars pretty good. It's dark on this side of town because there's a river pretty much right behind the laptop. Well, maybe about a quarter of a mile away or so. And I thought that motherfuckers that are convinced that the earth is flat, because those motherfuckers exist, I thought those were the stupidest people, in the fucking entire galaxy. And this bitch single-handedly trumped a whole fucking group of people into being the stupidest, dumbest, retardedest fucking cunt ever. Like, god damn, dumb fucking bitch. I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make no sense to me. But besides this article, another little thing I want to talk about, this was brought up by, I can't remember who exactly brought it up. It was in the giant Juggalo YouTubers chat that we have on Facebook. If you're not in that, go put in a request to join Ninjas in Action Facebook page and find me. Can't miss me. And let me know and I'll get you fucking in that shit if you want to join. Unless you turn off the notifications, though, your phone will go crazy. I was working all day today and motherfuckers were just talking about shit back and forth, and I'm like driving around and I was like, fuck, I want to read this, but I can't. On the interstate doing fucking 70. But nonetheless, this was brought up, and I thought I'd talk about it a little bit. Supposedly now, Chuck Reeves is making a big deal out of a picture. We'll see if I can. See if I can find this picture super quick. Scrolling. I don't know how well you'll be able to, I don't know if that's showing up backwards or not, but it says right here, it says Robert Jumpsteady, Bruce Encarnacion. I'm assuming it's his baby mama's fucking last name. But apparently they are making or not them, they or anything. Cuck Sleeves, as most people call him, is stating that he didn't know that they were married, or if they were married, and why Jumpsteady had a hyphenated name. Remembers ICP before the internet really blew up with in the last probably it's 2017, so in the last 10, 11 years, ICP was super secretive about shit. So I wouldn't be very surprised if Jumpsteady happened to quietly get married in the background without, making a big deal out of it. I mean, he's not really a psychopathic artist, but in the end, who knows? Nor does it even fucking matter. I am technically with the government. You can't have two last names because the programs that they use don't allow you to put spaces in, so it automatically hyphenates. So on my, say, birth certificate or my social security card, it's non-hyphenated, but on my license, it's hyphenated. I don't really have where I'm going with this story, just because it's not really much, but for fucking cuck to Jumpsteady has his wife's last name too, doesn't fucking matter. Why I'm even bringing this dude up is beyond me, because like I said in my last little fucking video, dude is nothing. He's literally fucking nothing. If anything, he's a fucking shill for Twisted playing the rusty trombone, tonguing fucking Mono's fucking asshole while fucking jerking his dick. To fucking shit on Psychopathic and ICP. Whatever. I think I've said plenty about that dude in my last video. I could go on and on about fucking bullshit that he talks about, and really it's not gonna fucking get us anywhere. Still says there's 3 people viewing. If anybody wants anything, wants to hear, my ideas on anything, more than welcome to shoot it in the chat. Got a little bit before I have to leave to pick up Mags from work. And I get to clock out of work in 6 minutes. And then I have to go pick her up, and I have to go mow the lawn for my mom, and then come back home so she can go to work tonight. And if it's still light out, I'd like to mow our lawn, because I've been fucking sleeping on that shit for the last couple of weeks, and it's getting pretty bad out there. Well, it's since I said, there's a river over there, so there's a river over there, so our grass grows a lot of crazy different like plants and different grasses. We actually, our neighbor right next door, his backyard, he gets wild green onions that just sporadically grow in patches around his backyard. Um, Going through some pics I took at the gathering and saw one with you and CPN sitting on the hill by the stage. Hell yeah, dude, we held that. Well, me and my wife held that hill down all fucking week. Like, you can obviously tell in the picture, I'm a fat motherfucker, and walking around and standing at the stage the whole time was not my ordeal. But that's dope. If you can find a way to send me that on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you should do that. Yeah, I'll tell the funny CPN story, although I'm sure most of you have probably heard it. We were standing at the main stage on, I think it was the second night. It might have been the first night. I don't remember. I think it was the second night. We were standing by the stage, just fucking around. There wasn't anybody actually on stage. And then I looked to my right, and in my head, I was like, that motherfucker looks familiar. So I looked back at my wife, and I was like, you see this guy standing to the right of me? She's like, yeah. I mean, he was probably like 10, 15 feet away. And she was like, yeah. I was like, does that not look like CPN? And she was like, CPN? Who the fuck is CPN? And I was like, Child's Play Ninja, Raya? And she was like, oh, I think that is him. Well, long story short, I'm a super fucking antisocial person, and I really don't like approaching people unless I for sure know it's them, because then you get that awkward like, no, I'm not this person. I mean, it could be any number of fat semi black looking dudes, that could possibly be at the gathering, and the last thing I want to do is make myself look like a fucking retard. So I got on Twitter while I was sitting there, and I tweeted at CP, and I was like, "Are you at the gathering?" Mind you, before this gathering, I had been completely out of Juggalo loop since I think it was like 2014 was when I stopped making YouTube videos. I stopped talking to pretty much all of the YouTube Juggalos in general. It just kind of slipped off. A lot of shit was going on, and just kind of walked away from it. But where was I going with this? Oh, so I tweeted him. And I said, "Are you at the gathering?" And I didn't get nothing back all fucking night. And I was like, okay, that it probably wasn't him. CPN would probably be pretty, attached to his media stuff and, be paying attention. But I woke up the next morning, and we had a hotel. I'm not fucking camping. Like I said, fat, and I need some AC, and I need to shower, because the last thing I want to do is fall in line with the rest of you stinky fucking juggalos at the gathering. But he finally tweets me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm at the gathering," and I was like, "Dude, I fucking seen you yesterday. We're gonna be sitting on that hill. So fucking swing by. If I see you, I'll fucking yell at you." And I wasn't even paying attention, and he just walked right up on us. He was like, "What's up, Mac and Hose?" Oh shit. So he plopped down, and we did that little video. I don't know if anybody watched his gathering footage. We shot that little video where he talked to me and shit. And then after that, he kicked it with us for a while. And then at one point, fucking TJ Beastmaster, you brought your own shower, right? Beastmaster happened to walk by, but I didn't realize it was him, because like I said, I haven't seen any YouTube Juggalos, and the last time I remember seeing him, he had super short hair. And at the gathering, he looked like a straight Neanderthal fucking caveman. And then I saw Panic with him too, not knowing Panic in general, because it seems he started within the few months leading up to me stopping doing, YouTube in general. Um, but yeah, I didn't even know it was him. Later on at one point, fucking TJ walked by. I think it was the next day. TJ walked by, looked at me, he was like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "You want to hit this?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." At that time, I had been completely sober, pretty much everything besides alcohol here and there for I think it was about a year and a half. I went straight laced. I had a really good job, and honestly, um, that's one of my character flaws is like working uh, kind of fucks with me. Like I said, I'm antisocial, and so it's hard to find a job where I have very, very little um, coworkers or customers or anything like that, which is mainly why I did night cleaning for fucking 6 years before that job. And I quit that job because uh, I was a groundskeeper for a lot of Section 8 and income based housings out in North Omaha, which is like super ghetto. Where I actually grew up. Actually, the place I worked at was probably a mile and a half from the house that I grew up in. Um, so it wasn't a big deal, working out there. Like I said, I grew up there, so it wasn't shit. But I get so off track, and then I lose myself, and I completely forget what I was talking about. But anyways, seen Panic, seen fucking Beastmaster, seen CPN. Uh, I also seen some old homies from I don't know if you guys remember the .com song on what fucking Dark Lotus CD. I'm pretty sure it was a Dark Lotus CD. But they said 108 Dragon Ninja Familia. I used to be on that message board, so I saw a bunch of people that kicked it on there. Lori and Jelly and Mike Jekyll. These are probably names most of you people won't know. But if you know of that website, you were ever part of it, then you might know. I was originally pervy_108, having to battle with a chick that had old school pervert already. So I decided to figure out a way to shorten pervert into a first name sounding kind of thing. Pervy it was, which was a rap name from a long time ago, and then turned into Pervy Mackinhose after starting to rap because I wanted to have a full name. And then leads us here now to Mr. Mackinhose. But yeah, I don't know, man. If Pennywise, is anybody here in the chat? There's only 3. Is anybody going to the gathering? Oklahoma City, Oklahoma? No? Yeah? No? Anyone? This fucking phone is just blowing the fuck up. I wish. Can't afford it this year. That's shitty. Yeah, I do. I work for Grubhub now. Fucking delivering food, and I've just been trying to pick up shifts like crazy to hoping that I get paid weekly, hoping that my weekly checks, if we save them up from now up until the gathering, we'll have enough money to rent a car and get a hotel room. It's only like 7 hours away. So we'd be stupid not to, especially, the years of fucking driving 16 to 20 something hours for and Cave and Rock, Illinois, wasn't it? And then Thornville, Ohio. Uh, to have one, pretty much in the backyard is a dream come true. Oh shit, Big Irish, what up, man? I think I was just talking about you in my last video. Right? Yeah, yeah. Just straight south. I think it's like hop on fucking US. What is that? I can't even fucking remember. It's literally just fucking south. Whew, 21 hours. Fuck that. You should just fucking. I'd just get a fucking plane. Like, I ain't driving that shit. Like after this, if the gatherings go back to Ohio or somehow manage to go further west, then I won't be going. All right, gotta go pick up Mags at 4:15. Yeah, yeah, I-29. That's it, and then it turns into I-40, something like that. I don't know. I got the picture of the map saved. Maybe I don't. No, I don't. I deleted it. But I had a picture of the map. Sure, you can have clickbait. If you were here at the beginning, you would have known. I would have. You would have heard why, but it's not actually clickbait. Go ahead and look it up. Put in Insane Clown Posse sued by fan in Texas, and you can actually see the thing. I could be an asshole and read off the website address. Wait a second. I wonder. Right, right. I mean, I drink the soda. You don't get these things from not fucking slamming fagos. No, it's not showing up in my fucking dashboard thing. Right. But yeah. Like back to that. That shit is ridiculous. Like, why would you say that you're still a fan yet sue the people that you're fans of? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Especially if you knew, like, yeah, you're a fan, they're gonna throw ice, or they're gonna throw fucking Faygo, and you just happen to fucking get hit. Like, luck of the draw, cunt. And you rolled a 1 on your D20, critical fail. you know. But anyways, I've been doing this for a minute, and I have to go pick up the wife from work and go mow my mom's lawn, and then come home and mow my lawn. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Thanks to everybody who fucking stopped in. Think that's really all I got. Go ahead and leave a like, because that shit's fucking helpful. Subscribe if you're not, but I'm sure most of the people that are here were. So dope anyways. But that's all I got for you guys. Mac and Hose.